Please welcome Chelsea Peretti. The people love you.
The people have spoken. Wow.
You're very beloved. You're very beloved.
Yeah. Does this chair vibrate?
Yeah.
Weird question. I think I saw an ad on Instagram for this.
Yeah, we try to keep our guests happy.
Thank you.
So, project's first-time female director.
Yes.
Film. It's also.
It is.
You're also.
Yeah.
You're also a first-time female director.
This is going good. Could I get the regular host?
Oh.
We said we wouldn't roast each other, and look at us.
Yeah, I know. Look at us going at each other now. First-time female director. You had a really Larry David, Curb Your Enthusiasm vibe, right? Very handmade. Was that intentional, or was that a lack of budget?
I'm trying to spur him to come after me because I'm a big fan of Ronnie's. I just want to say that. I really am.
No, I am a huge fan of yours too. No, we never met, but you were very nice to me over the pandemic.
I DM you.
Over Instagram, and I was a huge fan of yours, watching your comedy specials, and I love your music album that you released. During the pandemic, it was about coffee. People should go.
It was a coffee concept album, one of those.
Yeah.
So
you did during the pandemic. It was a pandemic project.
Well, it was pre-pandemic, and then when the COVID happened, I was like, why did I spend the last 8 months of my life making music about coffee? What a waste.
No, it was a funny album. I love it. It's good music.
Thank you.
But you got a film right now, and what's interesting to me among many things is that, but you're a stand-up comic.
Yeah.
So you started in these comedy clubs and all that.
Right here in these city streets.
Yeah.
Right here.
On the streets.
Yeah.
Man, when you do comedy, you're in, especially when you're starting out, you're in a bar full of like drunk people.
Yeah.
If you're lucky, sometimes the bar empty.
If you're lucky, usually it's a bar full of drunk men exclusively.
And then you moved into directing a movie.
Yeah.
You know, how do you get that skill set? It must be.
All it really took was decades. So if you have decades to spare, you too might be able to do that. But I wrote for TV. I wrote for Parks and Rec, and Amy produced this movie. So.
Sorry. Don't just say Amy like Madonna.
Amy Poehler.
Yeah, Amy Poehler. Yeah, I know you're on first name basis with her, but
it would be weird if I always called her Amy Poehler.
Yeah, Amy Poehler brought you on this, and is she the one who kind of like championed you?
She is, yeah.
Right. So, I mean, how did this project come about? Because it's very meta. I don't want to like misdescribe it. It's very meta kind of.
It is.
You're first time director directing a play in the movie.
Yeah.
And then in real life, you're first-time female director directing the movie.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I was what?
That's pretty accurate.
All right.
Yeah, that was a good description.
But what was the, inspiration for this?
The inspiration? Well, I challenged myself to write a fake excerpt of a play at UCB Theater in Los Angeles, which was a Southern rural drama. And it was a fun night. It was very silly. We did a really pretentious Q&A afterwards. Right. And then I was like, could I make this into a movie? And so that's kind of the origin story, if you will.
Right. And that's how you started. And, people who don't know, making movies is very hard.
Yeah.
I mean, forget the making it, just trying to get it up and going.
I tried to get Ronnie. I actually tried to get him for my movie, and I was told he's offer only. That's when an actor thinks they're too good to audition. So I was like, whoa, this one hurts. This one hurts.
Yeah, but I am offer only.
You are. Yeah, you are.
So why didn't you make an offer?
How did you get...
Why didn't you make an offer?
Well...
I was waiting.
That's a good follow-up question.
Yeah. Make the offer. I'm offer only. Make the offer.
It's too late. It's actually technically
No, you can
too
reshoot.
late.
You can do reshoots.
Yeah.
What
I want to offer you is the lead.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I'll take the lead.
Yeah, we'll redo it. This is good. Yeah.
Okay. But so it's and you debuted it last year.
I debuted it, and
I'm sorry. Did I make a minor grammatical mistake in one of my 3 languages? I'm sorry. Where did you debut it?
I'm a white feminist. I don't really care about race.
I'm a minority in America, so I don't know who wins here. If we keep going at it, I think white men win. No, white men win. If we keep fighting, white men are gonna win. So we gotta get on board this. Yeah, we gotta get on board this. Let's get on board and promote the movie.
Yeah. What What do we say?
No, so
watch
you,
it?
yeah, when do you debut it?
Friday, March 8th.
Yeah, but you got into the festival.
Oh, we
last
got
year.
into Tribeca.
Yeah,
That
which is
was-
hard. It's hard to
yeah.
get in Tribeca. You can't just walk into Tribeca. It has to be a good movie.
No, you can't. Yeah, this is a hot crowd.
This
by the
crowd
way.
is hot and yeah. They're hot. They're a little old and
Are they?
yeah, a little bit. I
No.
appreciate it, but let's call it what you know. And they've been waiting out in the New York rain, so I really appreciate them waiting out. No,
Yeah.
that's a compliment. Thanks for being so old and waiting out in the rain. Yeah, and they love you.
Sweet.
Yeah,
You're
so.
sweet. You're sweet with them. You're good. A tender rapport. Yeah.
Yeah, and so Tribeca was great. That's a huge.
Yeah.
I know you're underselling it, but it's hard to get into Tribeca Film Festival. It's a huge achievement.
I got a
right?
fake tan for it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Very
Right.
classy.
Okay, and then
Yeah.
now it's premiering on
Roku, March 8th. Yeah.
way to
So
go.
I'm excited, and I hope people enjoy it.
Yeah, that's awesome. What was the most challenging thing you had on this project?
God, not being able to get you in there. I really was. No.
Casting me was the biggest challenge.
Yeah.
I love how you named it first time female director. So like, if anybody gives a bad review, is that like they're just sexist, right?
Yeah,
It's
that's
automatically
it's a good
sexist.
trap, right?
Yeah.
That's what I'm always trying to set up is some sort of infrastructure like that.
Yeah.
But it is weird, like any title you think of the snooty reviews where they say like something like, you know, they always like use the title to slam the movie.
Yeah.
First time female director.
Right.
I don't know, maybe it's harder.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, there's no reason to slam the movie because I watched it. It was great.
Thank
Great
you.
job. And it's super funny. It's very original.
Thanks. I'm just scanning your eyes to see if you're telling the truth.
Yeah, I am. I watched the thing. It was great.
It's a weird time because it's like everyone being like, "Oh, I love the movie." I'm like this.
Yeah, you see, this is that's how I know you're a comic.
Yeah.
Because comics can't take compliments.
Cannot trust.
You can't
You
take.
cannot
You can't
trust.
tell me a nice thing about myself.
I love you.
I don't
think
believe
you're-
that. I don't believe that.
Well, you know what's funny is my dad loves you too, and he was like, hey, we're at dinner, and he goes, I love this comedian. He's emotionless. And the weirdest thing is I go, is it this guy? And I pulled up a picture of you. I'm like, do you mean rageful? Because that was the joke, but I guess I didn't hit.
No. I appreciate your dad knowing me as emotionless and
Yeah.
not the Asian guy. That's
So
great.
it's an
Shout out,
upgrade.
Mr. Peredia. Thanks so much. And
Yeah.
well, Chelsea, thanks so much for being on the show,
my
man. I
gosh,
can't wait.
thank you.
This thing is coming out Roku channel March 8th. Please give it a watch. Chelsea Peredia, everybody.